expected happened. The stream did not cut out like it normally has. Nope. An even worse problem happened. The game crashed. I'm not joking. The game crashed. Blue screen of death and everything. This is why I do not consider this next-gen gaming experiences. Because the games crash. There's all... like, I thought it was annoying with the 7th generation, but no, the 8th generation, just as bad. Oh, you got a problem? Report it to HQ. No, fuck you. You should have had these games figured out long ago. You should have had these consoles finished and up and running on a timely manner for as long in development as possible before wheeling them out. Sony, Microsoft. They did not release the PlayStation 4 at the right time. They really didn't. Because I'd be playing a game, minding my own business, then blue screen of death happens. You experience a problem? Report it. No. This should not be an issue. The frickin' PlayStation 2, my original fat black PlayStation 2, still works. Years later. And it has never crashed on me, to my recollection.
You that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
But I got the church up and running. You don't want to hide there? Ugh. Thankfully, it didn't lose any progress. And again, the game saves pretty much every waking hour of my life playing, so... just need to... Okay, better. I mean, it's one thing if the stream, YouTube part actually does crash. It's another thing when the game itself actually crashes. Like, that's just unacceptable.
This is a damn... This damn...
Okay, so she... Yeah, I just had to let my current sole audience know, and in fact she is watching how the game had crashed. That's probably the one con to streaming. I can't tell who's watching unless they comment. Then again, that's something that everyone experiences, I suppose.
Cursed beast.
So yeah, happy you're still watching, even if I haven't exactly made much progress. So yeah, this is probably just going to be something I'm going to do for the next 20 or so minutes, because I gotta level up. I need more echoes to get the Ludwig blade. More echoes will do everything else. So it's a lot on my to-do list, and I especially need more vials back. And the enemies are being very persnickety about me getting them, oddly. I don't know who's worse, the guys with the pitchforks or the guys with the torch. I'm gonna say the torch, because at least the ones with the pitchforks don't hit as many times, to my recollection. The guys with the torch, they just spam that thing. I wish you didn't have to stop when picking your stuff up. Bark, bark. Bullets, just bullets. Alrighty then. See anything shining there? Nothing is shining here. Are you kidding me? Can I tell them to go back to the church? Or no?
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Well, the trolls I'm pretty much good with. I now overpower them. The werewolves I still have difficulty with. So I kind of try to avoid them as much as possible. But yeah, they do drop all that stuff. It's just... Do I want to... It's just half the time? No, more like 75% of the time I've had more trouble beating them than anything else. So it's like... Is it even worth it when I can just grind the regular dudes instead? Yeah, it's like... What do I do? That's the ladder that goes down there. Nope. Not at all. That's probably the one thing I can say is a negative. The constant struggle to have to go and get everything back. And often from the places you don't want to get them. And it'd be... I could accept... And having to go and get everything at the risk of losing it all... That's just... That's like not even fair most of the time. No response. Yeah, she's gone. I love how this one troll completely ignores me coming down and leaves himself open. He's that dumb.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door.
No.
Heavens, the depths of depravity.
Sanctuary? Go down there. Is it just the one cranky old lady? Everyone else is like oblivious. Ah, I hate it when they do that. rats over there I can exploit. Huh, somebody died. Oh, I would have been so mad if I died to freaking rats. Come on, really? Are you kidding me? Well, I didn't die to rats, but I died to probably the next worst thing. Snipers and those spear wielders. Who thought it was a good idea to put friggin' snipers in this game? I ask you. I have no idea why I spawned here instead of the frickin' central Yharnam. Because I frickin' rushed through it. Through the choosing process. Molotov cocktails, I needed those anyway. Got all of them back. Now I just need to go and get my echoes back.
This time's finished.
Oh yeah. Those may be cheap shots, but sometimes Those are the most satisfying. I can just go to the back to the sewers from here and get my echoes back. And grind in the process. Even grind for those too. That's what you get. That's what you get for shooting me and killing me. You cheap fuck. Now where are my echoes? There they are. 6,071. I could probably get the Ludwig tonight. If I do a good amount. That's pretty much the number one tip in the whole game. And again, you could say that for pretty much 90% of every video game in general. Well, every game that was made before 2010. Shards. These guys are easy pickings, so long as they don't grab me. Yeah, I always thought that was a stupid thing. Like, why would you give trophies and achievements just for dying? That's not a trophy. That's a participation trophy, if anything else. Yeah, didn't even have to use a vial. More of them. More easy pickings. Hey, birdie, birdie, birdie. Nope. No, I am not even halfway done with it. I killed the Bloodstarved beast. That's so... That... Cleric and Gasco. So that's 3 out of the total how many there are. But I'm trying. Well, I know the central Yharnam arena area for the most part, having gone through it so many times, except for the one area where the gate is locked near the hospital. But other than that, I'm pretty much ringing it. I still have most of the Cathedral Ward to do, having done part of that area, namely the what you call it, the one with the Bloodstarved beast. Let the ball come down. I did not want to do that. I hate it when I fall, when I lose track of where I am in relation to everything else, because then this happens. That was lucky. Blood. Ooh. I can go get Porky from down here. So yeah, at this point I'm just using Central Yharnam as a grind area at this point. On top of the smoky. God, I love that joke. Oh no. I must... Either that's her... Or it's... I can't tell. Wait. I see 2 bodies and both of them don't look small enough to be the girl. I want to assume this is her, but again, adult length, adult height. What's down here? Take a step forward. Oh, that I already could have sworn I did that. Or is it a different item? Red messenger ribbon. Oh no, it's the girl, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't notice. I thought it was something else. Red messenger. Red ribbon that the messengers are oddly fond of. Oh, so I give this to the messengers, huh? I wonder what that gives me. I definitely don't need these. What? Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. They're weaker than the hunter garbs. Higher blood vial maximum. Acquire more blood echoes. Oh, effects of temporary transformation. I gotta put these on my weapon. Is there anything down here, or is the game just bullshitting? It says just take a step forward, and all I see is a very large pit down there. Very far away down. Should I even do it? Don't fall, it's a trap. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because the other take a steps that I've seen were within good enough distance. And I don't want to lose anything, so... I can't give it fine notes. I was going to give it foul note instead. Considering all the shit that's littered throughout this town, I don't want to leave it up to chances, unless I know I can make it. Not like that, of course. Away with you, foul beastie. Here, no Gascoigne to worry about. I think I'll go to Hunter's Dream and mod my equipment. Messengers. I don't need it. I don't need this hat. Nor this. Yeah, it's weak. Weak against everything else. I don't need it. It's not showing the ribbons here, so I'm guessing it's something I use. Blood Fortune Gemstone. Good night. Good night, Bruce. Well, how do I, Oh. What attack up? How do I put, gems on my character? sword. Tempering blood gemstone. Ah, this is it. But how do I do that? I want to use to acquire more blood echoes and blood vial maximum. But I'm not sure how to do that.
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears.
The Witch of Hemnick.
To Erdon.
Okay, so I can't use that workshop tool, and I'm going to am I correct in assuming that that's the tool I need to get to put on the memory altar? Because that seems to be what I'm thinking. I also got this other tool right here. Blood Gem Workshop tool. Wait a minute. I think that's what allows me to use the blood gems to begin with, so I'm good there. Oh, I just messed up the books. Ludwig. Need to get 1,000 more. 12,000 more. And I need more strength to use it. Already have a flame sprayer and a torch.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
Nah. I think I'm going to... Yup. She's the boss of... Witch of Hemwick. Yeah, I remember. So I am gonna have to go back down there anyway, eventually. But I think a wiser idea would be to grind first. I don't know if I should go after Amelia first or then that, because I remember Amelia being particularly tricky. Charging. So she has copies of herself, eh? She's a regular old Fidel, that one, I suppose. You think that's the real one? Nope. Just a decoy. Ah, I should have used a blood vial. Nobody up here. Nope, he joined the rest. Yeah, I think I might do that. Because regarding the whole body gems, I might just do that because then I'll be more powerful. And in the long run I can get more gems and hold more vials. More echoes and more vials. I mean to say. You know what? Where's Leon Kennedy when we need him? They're acting like the Spaniards in that game. They all go on a track to pyres. Oh, they're all carrying torches and acting like them, like the freaking Ganados. I would not be surprised if Resident Evil 4 had some influence on this game. I really wouldn't. Granted that there's more Lovecraft in here than Resident Evil, but what doesn't take from what these days? The one thing I am dreading about going back to the hard goal is the freaking sandbag monsters. Those things are so stupid. Barky bark bark. Bad dog. Then again, it's not really his fault. Hello again, Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy's more handsome than you'll ever be. Batman in Justice League. Good shows. Fodder better than what WB is pushing out these days. You're never gonna reach perfection like the DC animated universe did all those years ago. I almost wish they kept going with it because there were so many other characters whose you could have made shows with. Oh! Like, I heard footsteps, and I was like, wait a minute, is that what I think it is? And he just leaped up behind me. I was like, oh crap, and he missed me. Rarely does that ever happen. I am caked in blood and bone right now. Ugh. And I thought Tomb Raider was bloody. No, I'll take my chances with the trolls, thank you. Huh. A guy I missed, apparently. And another guy I missed. $10,265. I have a little under 10,000 more to go until I can get the sword. But I also need to level myself up more. Ugh. At this rate, I might just have to do this for a while. But hey, at least I got the Ludwig badge, so at least that's something. And I unlocked a lamp in that other area, so it's not a total waste. You know, there was an episode I remember back during, I think, the Orange League of Pokemon. It was either that or Johto, I'm not sure which. There was an episode that for whatever reason revolved around Pidgeots that were overweight, like hens, and they couldn't fly. And it was about getting them to fly or something. That's pretty much these crows, if in a nutshell, except evil. Evil versions of of the fat Pidgeots. If anyone still remembers that episode, or is it just me? The stuff you remember from your old from shows back then. Hell, I would have loved if they continued Batman Beyond. Made him, you know, showed more of his adventures with the future Justice League. With Aquagirl and Warhawk. And of course, an elder Superman. Ugly, ugly black and white outfit that he had notwithstanding. Superman, I mean. I hate it when, like, I think I killed them because they're, like, down to a little bit of health and they seem to stop moving. Nope, he just has his second wind. That has surprised me many times. I mean, they did technically continue Batman Beyond in comic form. In fact, I have like several volumes of it. But it does kind of make me wish, you know, seeing that I wish I could see that in animated form. I'm thinking, you know, considering I kind of want to get the Old Blood DLC and officially have a complete game, and considering, you know, money and everything, I might alternate between Bloodborne and maybe another game. Besides, I kind of want to grind more before I get any further into it. Might as well be off-screen grinding since, I pretty much prefer doing it over here instead of all the way over there, and then coming back stronger than ever and stream the rest of the game. And in the meantime, probably play something else and alternate. I hate DLCs. I really do. Back in the day, we had expansion. Oh, he's gonna kill me, isn't he? Nope. Shining coins. Yeah, back in the day, we had expansion packs. And even more frequently, complete editions with the expanded packs. Nowadays, once in a blue moon. And it's usually if the game is successful enough by company mandate or whatever, if you're lucky. And some games don't even get that treatment until it's like 10 years later. Hell, in some cases, they re-release the game and don't even bother to put everything in there anyway. Ugh, disgusting. Hell, the Mass Effect games, they didn't even do it. They re-released all three of them. Not once did they ever re-release it with everything in there. Mass Effect 1, re-released it with one DLC, left the other one out of there because they could not be bothered to fix it. The problems that it had. Number 2, they didn't they released the game for PS3. Didn't even bother to give a complete edition for the Xbox 360. You pretty much have to buy all the content separately. And then you had 3, which they re-released like 3 times within the span of a year. With, of course, the frickin' complete, well, not really complete, 3 games in 1 edition or whatever. Didn't have everything. So it was one of those cases where you might as well have just bought everything separate anyway. And don't even bother. Because if you have all the games, if you had all the games already like I did, there was really no point. Okay. It's now that time of the night, so I'm gonna head back to Hunter's Dream and save my progress. Hell, Dragon Age Origins was probably the one exception of that time period. Same company, yet got a much better treatment than those games ever did. Extra. Some extra kills. And there's a lamp right there, so it all works. Okay, and there's that gate which did not show any indication of the opening, although I wouldn't be surprised if it did at some point. Those messengers sure like to dress fashionably. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. Where'd Dolly go? There she is. Must be praying. And Garriman's not here either. That's cool. They kind of go and do their own thing. They don't just stand around all day. I don't have anything to sell, so I'm just making sure. Stuff. I'm very tempted to get the Yharnam Hunter outfit. Oh, it says Tomb Prospector. 90. Not as much protection as this, but it does have other boons. A hood. I like hoods. Yeah. I'm probably gonna save up for the Yharnam outfit. Definitely save up for Ludwig. Hammer, I'm not sure if I want to bother with or not. Cane, I definitely don't care for. The spear I just ran into by pure chance, and then there's the axe. Then there's all these. Torch I have. Ludwig's rifle, huh? 150. That could be good. A lot of good decisions. Well, I do have an idea as to what stuff I may or may not want to get in the future. But at the moment, I think my main priority is saving up for the sword. Maybe better armor. But definitely leveling up. I think I want to primarily level up first as much as possible. And then go after the other accessories after the fact. So for that, I'm probably going to have to grind through Central Yharnam before I can make any further progress. And if I have to, I'll interplay with another game, so that way I'm not gone for a long time. And also, you know, when this round of bills goes down, I can hopefully be able to get the Old Hunters DLC, so that way I can do a complete playthrough without having to struggle through a New Game Plus. Which is funny, because, you know, now I think about it, how is it that this game came out with New Game Plus, yet God of War 4, they didn't even bother? I mean, the old God of War games, you could repeat the game with all your stuff in hand, even if you technically couldn't change difficulty, which meant that you had to literally start over from square one painfully. So I find it kind of inexcusable that 4 didn't even bother to implement it, like, especially when it's such a basic feature. I don't know. Modern gaming in a nutshell, right? So yeah, I think I have a good idea as to what I want to do at Bloodborne for the next couple of days. So I'll either interchange with another game or I don't know, maybe bother busy myself with finishing a book or two. I don't know. I still have a couple of Gundam models I haven't gotten to in a long time. I have too many hobbies. So, yeah, I think this will be a good enough for tonight for Bloodborne. Not a lot of progress, admittedly, but enough to know where I want to go next. Even if it's gonna be harder than a sack of potatoes. So, yeah, that'll do it for tonight. I'll be back later with the game and as soon as I'm able, and yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's very hard. Obviously, of course I expected that given this game's reputation and From Software. Hell, I played their Armored Core games. Those games are pretty hard themselves. So they're definitely no strangers to difficult games. So, I think that'll do it. I'll be back later, and thank you, Judy and Bruce, for stopping by. And, you know, being your helpful selves like as I appreciate. So, I guess that's all I can say at the moment. So, yeah, good night, everyone. New week tomorrow, and I'll grind as much in this game as I can, and eventually come back and continue. So, hopefully soon, very soon. So, good night, Godspeed, and have the. I'm speaking in circles now. My endings suck. So yeah, good night, Godspeed, and have a good night, everyone. Peace out.